Good evening, everyone. My name is Vernisha Jones, and I am the president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. And we believe that we are the solution to the issues in our community. Our theme is Nothing with Us, Without Us. The West Garfield Park Youth Council is sponsored by Fathers Who Care, which is a nonprofit organization located on the west side of Chicago within the West Garfield Park community. Again, everyone, my name is Vernisha Jones, and I am the president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. The West Garfield Park Youth Council is comprised of young people from our community whose focus and concern is youth leadership and a voice within the community to reduce senseless violence and illegal substance use. We invite people from all over, especially our young people, to come in and see what we are all about. Our show will be scheduled every Thursday at 7 p.m. Again, that is every Thursday at 7 p.m. We encourage people watching to call us with your comments and questions at 312-738-1060. Again, that is 312-738-1060. Our show can also be viewed online at www.cantv.org/live. Again, that is www.cantv.org/live. Well, everyone, I would like to introduce my guest tonight. His name is Harry Bell. Say hey, Harry.
Hey.
His name is Harry Bell. Thank you, Harry, for being a guest on tonight's show.
Thank you.
We've been having young people the last couple of weeks, and I feel like it's a real big inspiration to let the community see that we got young people on the west side of Chicago doing positive things.
Yeah.
Again, everyone, my name is Vernisha Jones, and I'm the president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council, and you are watching a live interactive program brought to you by Can TV 21. During the next 25 minutes, we're going to discuss educating, engaging, and empowering our youth. We invite our viewers watching to call in with your questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that is 312-738-1060. Our phone lines are now open. So today's topic is educating, engaging, and empowering our youth. We're going to get into the conversation, and we're just going to see where it goes from there. So the first question I have for you, Harry, who is Harry Bell? And when you answer this question, it's two questions. It's actually who is Harry Bell and what is your purpose for existing, but we're gonna break them up. So when you answer this question, I don't want you to talk about your your work life. I want you to say, who is Harry Bell, your personal life? Like, who are you as a person?
Okay. My name Harry Bell again. And I grew up on the west side of Chicago, Garfield Park, all of my life. When I was like a little baby, they diagnosed me with cerebral palsy. I had a disability, and that not holding me back, give more opportunity for me.
Okay. And I'm very happy that you're willing to open up and let people know what's going on, and allow people to know that regardless to what you got going on with you, because nobody is perfect. So regardless of what you got going on with you, it should never stop you from, pursuing your dreams in life.
Yeah.
And so what is your purpose for existing? What do you think you was put on this earth for?
God talked to me every day, told me to be a servant for young people, be their guidance through trouble, through pain, help them to become a person like me, a young black African American man or a young woman.
Okay. So, they might not know, but you're an entrepreneur,
Yeah,
right? You're an
yeah.
entrepreneur. As y'all heard, he deals with young people. He's really into the community, focusing on trying to, the same thing we doing, focusing on young people, trying to get young people out of the streets, trying to help young people do more positive things. That's what he does. But he's also an entrepreneur. So can you tell our audience what it is exactly that you do? Besides helping the kids, like your personal goals, what is it that you do?
I do marketing, like Facebook marketing, uh, building a relationship between the community by marketing and violence prevention by marketing.
And that ain't all you do. So that's what he does now. So cause my dad was asking me like, what is it that he do? And I told him, I'm like, Harry, a couple of years ago when you had started your business with making business cards and stuff.
Yeah.
He made my business cards when I had started a business a couple of years ago. He was the first person to ever make my business cards, and they was adorable. Because I had afterwards went to somebody else and got them made, and I did not like them. But he had made my business cards, so he makes business cards. He had you was taking pictures once upon a time as well too, or you still do that?
I still do and make website.
And also make websites. So he has a lot of stuff under his belt that he's involved in. And I have actually been a client of his with certain things. Like I said, he does photography. He makes business cards. He does marketing on Facebook. He does all type of stuff. So if y'all need any of that type of stuff, and he's reasonable. So, and that's a lot of things, a lot of problems that we have on the west side where it's like we don't want to support our own because you have people that's overtaxing and all that type of stuff. He's very reasonable and he actually does good with the work that he does. So, if anybody want to contact you in regards to any type of anything that you do, how would they get in contact with you?
Contact me by Facebook, Harry Bell or Bell Marketing on Facebook, on all social media platform. Contact me by Harry Bell.
Okay. So what is it that you I asked you that question. Why did you decide to start your own business?
Oh, this a good one. So when I was like 14 years old, I was like I was filling out for jobs. I say all these jobs told me no. And no. I got tired of no.
Being rejected.
Being rejected. For one, I want a yes. So I said, hey, let me start my own business. Marketing, videography, and taking pictures. I got into that stuff by after school minor gave me an outlet to start my own business. I got a LLC.
Okay. Thank you, After School Matters. Thank you, After School Matters. And they've been around for a long time because I was in After School Matters when I was in grammar school and now I'm 26 years old. So After School Matters has definitely been around and helping young people for a long time. What is the hardest part about being an entrepreneur?
It's hard because...
and I'm going to give my opinion too because...
you had to take dedication because sometimes you gonna get up on yourself. Like, it don't take a day to start a business. It take a year. It take 5 years and more. One day I was at home like, man, let me get up on myself, but hey, I'm here. God gave me a purpose to be here, to go with young people, to help them, to guide them, to become a better young adult.
Okay. Well, with me, so I done been through some of everything. Like, so I had a business where I was selling lashes once upon a time. I had a business where I was selling lip gloss and body jewelry, like nose piercings and stuff once upon a time. I had a business where I was selling food once upon a time. I done did some of everything for the most part. And my problem is, the hardest part to me is, like you said, giving up.
Yeah.
So, and it's crazy because everything that I did, it was never that. It was because I wasn't getting the clientele that I needed, or it was never them type of reasons. Because I'm the type of person where it's like I might get bored with something. I go through I try a lot of things in life to try to see what it is I like, and I know I like business, but it's like me trying to figure out what it is in business that I really like.
Yeah.
And so I went through the process of trying to sell this, sell that, sell this, do that to try to figure out what it is that I want. And I feel like that's a good thing when it comes to young people trying to figure out what it is you want. And I feel like if you have the ability to be able to leave here, to start here, and not keep yourself boxed in one place, and you're not happy in it, I feel like that's the best thing to do, to be able to move around and figure out what it is in life that you really want. Because I would never want to be 50 years down the line working at a job that I don't like.
Yeah.
Just because of the money, or just because I have to. So I'm blessed to be able to have been able to move around and then find like a job, leave a job and stuff like that, and be able to figure out what it is I wanted in life versus just sitting around and just worried about a paycheck. And so I feel like that's the hardest part about entrepreneurship as well, being consistent. Like you said, being consistent, because it ain't gonna always be easy. You have them high peaks, you have them low peaks, you have them peaks where you don't make no money at all. And so I feel like it's about just consistency and having your mind set on a goal and continuing to do it. So like right now, I call myself being a TikToker. And so what I said with this, I'm like, I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to keep posting. And even when I feel like, okay, I'm tired, like even days where, like my problem was like, if I feel like today my hair ain't done, I'm not going to post. And so now I got to the point where it's like, even if my hair not done, I'm still going to post some type of video, some type of content. Because guess what? When I watch people that blew up off of TikTok, what they always say is, I never gave up. Regardless to when I had some moments where I felt like it wasn't enough or I wasn't going to get nowhere with it, I never gave up. And so that's like my new journey right now, trying to be a TikToker. And so wish me luck. So yeah, wish me luck. Hopefully, it goes somewhere. Well, I'm not going to say hopefully, it's going to go somewhere. But just being consistent, I feel like that's the main thing with entrepreneurs and people in life in general. Just be consistent. And so the next question I have is, well, my advice was being consistent. I want you to tell the audience any advice that you have for anyone that's trying to be an entrepreneur or, in the mindset, a young person. What advice would you give somebody?
Don't give up, because everybody doing the same thing. But you will have something different to offer your client or a person that want to do the what you do. Don't get we all offer a different thing in life. Don't get up. If you get up, the point you put in the hard work. I gave up one point, but now I didn't, because I know what type of person I am when it comes down to my business. If you had ink on your arm, I got my logo on my arm. So, hey,
Yeah, yeah. I definitely agree. So, what do you feel is hindering our young people nowadays? With anything, not just entrepreneurship, just in general, because as you know, we are from the West Garfield Park community.
Yeah.
So every day is something new.
Yeah.
We don't like, well, I don't know about you, but me personally, I don't feel safe going to the gas station.
Me
Like I
either.
literally, it's sad. I have a, like by where we work, so we both from like the same facility and stuff like that. And in the area that we in, I literally have to drive 10 minutes just to go to a gas station because I
Yeah.
don't feel safe going into certain gas stations
Yeah.
that's surrounded by me. And so, what do you feel is hindering our young people on the west side, on the south side, just in general?
I think our parent, it go back to our parent. If they tell their kid that I love you, I love you, I care for you, and stop hollering at them every time they do something wrong. Okay, baby, I will give you a leeway, but don't do it again. Compacting. Our young people need compacting in their life because if they don't, they will feel like nobody loves them. That when they look for the clique to be loved, they look for the gang to love them, but the gang loving them the wrong way.
Oh, I definitely agree. I agree. Young people are looking for compassion. Young people are looking for, but I never thought about it. Like every time I talk to somebody about it, it definitely always goes back to it starts at home. Regardless of what's going on, it starts at home. But I heard you say okay, they looking for compassion, they looking for if what about the kids that they not what about the kids that they going into that life but they didn't have to deal with parents yelling and screaming at them, or like I feel like, how could I put it? Um so you said they looking for compassion, they probably dealing with parents that's yelling at them, that's not showing them enough love. What about the kids that have that?
They
Do you think it's peer pressure? Do you think it's a main thing with peer pressure? Do you think it's a love that they looking for, a different type of love that they looking for? Like what would you say with?
I think it peer pressure because if you go outside nowadays, they be like, "Oh, you ain't doing it. You a lame. You
Mm-hmm.
not doing it.
That's heavy on the west
Why?
side.
Why do you can't do that? Oh, you all by gone. You not my friend no more. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna do it to have you stand behind my back every time I come to you or ask you for something. You behind my back, but I'm telling y'all that not it.
Yeah.
That not it.
Yeah, and I definitely agree. I feel like with our young people on the west side, I feel like it definitely has a big thing to do with love. Young people looking for love, young people looking for love, and like I said, when you see how we grew up, you live on the street where you see people driving around with the nice cars, driving around with the nice jewelry, and for the most part, we always grew up like, I want to live like that person. I wonder what they doing to be able to afford that type of stuff. And so with our young people, Debbie, they mindset of going and following after the leadership of them type of people and doing the things that they do just because of the lifestyle that they're living, and it tends to go the wrong way. But yeah, I feel like that's definitely a big thing that our young people are dealing with on the west side of Chicago. The lack of love or whatever. Well, in Chicago, in Illinois, no, in the world,
Around the
in the
world.
world, yeah, in the world in general, because it's not just a Chicago problem. This is a problem that's going on everywhere. But we have to start here to make a change to be able to push that anywhere else, to do anything anywhere else. So what is something that's going on the west side that's positive that our young people could get involved in?
We got many programs like Father Who Care and the Wet Garfield Park You Conquer. And we got Divine Purpose. We got all the organizations around Garfield Park and around the world to give to young people, to give an outlet for young people to become like the next Monica, the next me, or the
The
next
next president. We want
president.
y'all to be the
Yeah,
president.
or vice president.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And like you said, we got a lot of programs going on the west side. With our organization, which is Fathers Who Care, we have a youth program, which is the West Garfield Park Youth Council. We meet. We actually have a MySpace drop-in program where we have our young people, they able to come in anytime that the office is open with any type of help that they need. If you just need a laptop because you got homework you got to do, if you just need somebody to talk to, we have the outlet for that. So if you have young people between the ages of 12 through 24 that needs any type of outlet, any type of help, they can contact us at 773-287-5821. Again, that number is 773-287-5821. And also, coming up, we have our annual Thanksgiving celebration and also food drive. We will be collecting donations between October 12th through November 14th. You could drop off anything from canned goods, turkeys, hams, fresh fruit, vegetables, waters, pops at Michelle Clark High School, which is 5101 West Harrison, between the time of 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We will be having our event on November 18th at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and we'll be giving out full meals. So if you know people in the area that can't afford to have, a Thanksgiving dinner, or people that you want to help, you guys can come out and support us. And we looking for any type of donation. So if you willing to help, just come out. We're looking for vendors and everything. And if you need any information regarding this, you can contact me. I'm Vernisha Jones at 773-287-5821. And also, can you let them know about the program that you're coming from, and if any kids, or in the age range, if any kids want to come and be involved?
Divine Perfect Youth Performing Art. We offer performing art, dance, Cumberland, Kaya, beat making, drumline. You can go to 4540 West Washington.
Okay, and do you have a number that they could contact if they want to contact anybody? Y'all don't have a number? Well, y'all can contact me once again at 773-287-5821 if you guys want to get in contact with them, and I would definitely lead the information over. And like he said, they deal with everything from performing arts. So if you got kids that want to rap, kids that want to sing, that need help with that type of stuff, get in contact with us and we will send your information over to them, because they are definitely doing that type of stuff. Because one of his mentors just made a gospel song that I really love. So yeah, about that.
And adult program. We had adult program. We had Studio Mental Health Day.
Okay.
Come by.
Okay. So if you're just now tuning in, our guest tonight on the show is Harry Bell, and we are discussing educating, engaging, and empowering our youth. We would like to thank all of our viewers for watching and calling in. For additional information about our youth council or Divine Purpose, you can contact me at 773-287-5821 and ask for Miss Vernisha. And if it's anything that you would want to leave a young person, an old person, I don't know, any type of advice you would want to leave anybody, anything that's at the top of your heart right now, what would you say?
Love. Our community need love. Let's build our community back together. Let's bridge our gap between young people now.
Okay. And mine is, so my mama, when I graduated from high school, my mama had gave me a card, and in the card she wrote, "The sky's the limit." And so literally that is like my biggest quote. Like anything, I don't care what it's about. The quote don't even got to go with the situation, but I feel like it goes with any situation. I always feel like the sky is the limit. So regardless to what it is you got going on, regardless to what life is throwing at you at the moment, everything is temporary. As long as you're doing what you gotta do as far as growing, everything is temporary. And like I tell everybody, like I said, my favorite quote is, the sky's the limit. So do what you gotta do, and trust me, you gonna make it. And thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next week.